Rangers fans are some of the most passionate supporters in all of Europe. The atmosphere at Ibrox is unlike any other, with the crowd constantly showing their unwavering dedication to their team. From vibrant pre-match displays to banners that convey the intensity and pride of the Rangers faithful, these supporters have earned a reputation for creating electric moments before the first whistle blows. And this past weekend was no exception, though the pre-match scene left behind a far more contentious discussion than anyone anticipated. Before Rangers took to the pitch to face Celtic in another installment of the fierce Old Firm derby, the Copeland stand was the backdrop for a banner that sparked an uproar. The banner depicted the iconic Graham Souness Rangers former captain and manager holding a shotgun. This image, however, was no random piece of art. It was based on a real photo from 1982 taken during the World Cup in Spain, when Souness posed with a shotgun in front of the Scottish team's training camp ahead of a match against New Zealand. While that image had historical significance back then, its reappearance in this form paired with a slogan reading "Take aim at the rebel scum" has created more than just a stir. It's generated serious concerns from within the club law, enforcement, and the wider footballing community. The phrase "rebel scum" is controversial to say the least. Its militaristic and inflammatory tone has sparked a backlash, leading Rangers Football Club to issue a statement condemning the display. The club, which has long prided itself on the passionate but responsible nature of its supporters, acknowledged that the banner had crossed the line. Rangers also assured that they will be taking steps to engage with their fan groups to ensure that future displays align with the values they want to uphold. Rangers fans are known for their colorful and sometimes provocative displays, but there's a fine line between passion and crossing boundaries, and this banner seemed to walk that line too closely. A Rangers spokesperson addressed the controversy, clearly stating that the club had no tolerance for displays that could be seen as inflammatory or divisive. They also pledged to work with supporter groups to ensure that any future displays would respect the values the club holds dear, including trust, responsibility, and respect for the community. Meanwhile, Police Scotland has taken the matter seriously as well, confirming that they are conducting an investigation into the banner. According to their statement, the banner is now in their possession as part of their inquiries. It's clear that the image and accompanying message have raised concerns not only within the football community, but also within the broader Scottish public. The authorities are committed to ensuring that incidents like this are handled appropriately, and the club itself has made it clear that they do not condone such actions. While this controversy surrounding the banner has dominated the headlines, it wasn't the only story coming out of the Old Firm clash on Sunday. On the field, Rangers played out a 11 draw with Celtic, a result that extended their unbeaten run in the derby to 3 matches this year. However, despite the solid performance and a goal from Serbian forward Serhij Desna, which put Rangers ahead, late in the first half, the match ended in a stalemate after Celtic equalised. The draw means Rangers are still a long way off from challenging. Celtic at the top of the Scottish Premiership, trailing by 17 points as the season draws to a close. The draw was a mixed result for Rangers. On one hand, the team showed grit and determination in a game that had high stakes. On the other, it highlighted the ongoing struggles of the team this season. Although Rangers have managed to stay competitive, in the Old Firm encounters, they found themselves falling short against teams lower in the table, leading to a string of disappointing results in the league. Many are asking why Rangers can turn up for the big games, but fail to show that same intensity against lesser opposition. It's a question that's likely to be debated for the rest of the campaign, especially with their recent run of 15 games without a victory against non-Old Firm sides. One player who was at the center of much discussion after the match was midfielder Nicholas Raskin, who was named man of the match for his tireless performance in the midfield. In an interview after the match, Raskin was quick to point out the intensity and uniqueness of Old Firm derbies. "For me, it's a totally different game playing Celtic," he said. "There's less pace in the other games. We need to break the wall, and it's a challenge. But you can see every time we play Celtic, we give everything we've got." It's that sort of attitude that has helped Rangers maintain their competitive edge, even if their league form has been lacking. Raskin also reflected on one of the key issues Rangers have faced this season: their inability to score early in matches. "This season, we've missed so many chances early in games," he explained. "And when you don't take those opportunities, you find yourself behind struggling. To come back, That's something we are all aware of, and we want to make it better next season. We can't be happy winning twice, drawing once, and still being so far behind Celtic. It's a harsh reality for Rangers knowing that they are so close in the old. Firm matches, yet so far away from challenging Celtic for the title. The situation at Rangers, both on and off the field, continues to evolve rapidly. As interim head coach Barry Ferguson reflects on his time in charge, there's still much uncertainty about his future at the club. Ferguson stepped in to replace Michael Beale back in February, and while his tenure has been marked by some positive results in European competitions, he has yet to secure a win in 90 minutes at Ibrox. His next test will come this weekend with Rangers facing Aberdeen in their penultimate home match of the season. The Dons will be no easy opponent, and with Ferguson's future still up in the air, the stakes couldn't be higher for the interim boss. As for the managerial situation at Rangers, one name that continues to dominate the headlines is Steven Gerrard. The former Rangers manager and Liverpool legend has always been a fan favorite, and sources indicate that he's now the leading candidate to return to the club in the near future. Since leaving Rangers for Aston Villa in 2021, Gerrard's career has faltered, and his most recent stint at Saudi Pro League club Al Ettifaq ended earlier this year. With Rangers struggling for consistency, the idea of bringing Gerrard back to Ibrox is gaining momentum. According to reports, Rangers' potential new owners 49ers Enterprises are said to be heavily influencing the club's next managerial appointment. With their takeover nearing completion, it's likely that they will play a pivotal role in selecting the next man to lead Rangers. Gerrard is widely regarded as one of the top contenders for the role thanks to his success at the club during his first stint. But it's far from a done deal. The race for the manager's seat is still very much open, with other high-profile candidates, including Marco Rose, also in the mix. However, for now, it's Gerrard who seems to have the edge. Despite the possibility of Gerrard's return, there's still a chance that Rangers could choose to stick with Ferguson, who has impressed many with his work so far. His leadership, particularly in European competitions, has drawn praise, and some believe he deserves the opportunity to prove himself in a full-time role. Meanwhile, Rangers' newly appointed sporting director Kevin Fell has indicated that he could pursue a managerial candidate he's worked with in the past, former Everton manager Shah Dick. As the summer approaches, the future of Rangers looks set to take some dramatic turns. Whether it's the controversy surrounding fan displays, the ongoing struggles on the pitch, or the question of who will lead the club moving forward, there's no doubt that all eyes will be on Ibrox in the coming months. It's a pivotal time for the club, and their supporters will be hoping that despite the challenges, the future remains bright. Stay tuned for more updates as we continue to cover all things Rangers. Make sure to subscribe and like the video for all the latest news. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. As the drama unfolds on and off the pitch for Rangers, the club faces one of its most turbulent periods in recent history. While the banner controversy continues to dominate, the headlines the team struggles on the field are just as important. The draw with Celtic may have extended Rangers' unbeaten run in the derby, but it also highlighted just how far behind they are in terms of consistency this season. Despite showing moments of brilliance in these high-pressure games, the team has failed to convert that form into victories against teams further down the Scottish Premiership table. One of the biggest questions surrounding Rangers is their inability to perform consistently against what many would consider weaker opposition. This has been the theme for much of the season, and it's something that players like Raskin are acutely aware of. In his interview following the Celtic match, he discussed the challenges Rangers face when playing teams that don't bring the same level of intensity as their old firm rivals. The Belgian midfielder emphasized that while the old firm derbies are a different beast entirely, Rangers need to find a way to bring that same passion and drive into their matches against the lower-ranked teams. Raskin's thoughts mirror what many fans have been feeling throughout the season. Rangers have often found themselves frustrated by missed opportunities, especially in games where they were expected to take control. Against Celtic, the team had its moments. Desna's goal was a testament to their resilience, and the defense held strong for much of the match. But when it came to finishing the game off, they couldn't find that decisive second goal, and Celtic made them pay. This lack of killer instinct has been a recurring issue for Rangers, and it's something that needs to be addressed if they're to mount a serious challenge for the title in the future. The other factor weighing heavily on Rangers' season is the inconsistency in their performances. With only a handful of matches remaining in the season, they find themselves a staggering 17 points behind Celtic in the league. That gap is a harsh reminder of how far off the pace Rangers are, and it brings into focus the need for serious change. There are several areas where the team needs to improve, but the biggest issue is their failure to win against teams they should be beating. This inconsistency is what has ultimately kept them from challenging Celtic for the top spot. It's also becoming clear that Rangers will need a strong summer transfer window if they're to improve next season. The squad, while talented, has been plagued by injuries and inconsistent performances throughout the year. There are key areas that need strengthening, particularly in attack, where Rangers have struggled to create and finish chances consistently. The team has shown flashes of brilliance, but those moments have been too few and far between. If Rangers are to stand a chance of closing the gap on Celtic next season, they will need to bring in fresh talent to add depth and quality to the squad. Looking beyond the current season, one of the biggest questions surrounding the club is the future of Barry Ferguson. As interim head coach, Ferguson has had to step into a difficult situation, and while his leadership has been praised, he has yet to secure a win at Ibrox in 90 minutes. Rangers' upcoming match against Aberdeen will be crucial for his future. If Ferguson can deliver a strong performance and secure all 3 points, it will go a long way in boosting his chances of being given the role on a permanent basis. However, with the ongoing uncertainty surrounding his position, Ferguson knows that every game is critical. It's also clear that the club's board is closely monitoring the situation. As Rangers prepare for the future, they will have to make some tough decisions. The question of whether Ferguson should be given the permanent job is just one of many decisions they'll have to make in the coming months. The club is in a period of transition, and while there is talent within the squad, the overall structure of the team needs to be reassessed. Rangers cannot afford to stand still while Celtic continue to dominate, and the club's board will be under pressure to ensure that the right decisions are made to propel Rangers back to the top of Scottish football. Adding another layer of complexity to this situation is the ongoing takeover saga. The potential acquisition of Rangers by 49ers Enterprises is a major story that has significant implications for the club's future. While it's not yet confirmed, there are strong indications that the American investment group could play a key role in the club's future direction. If the takeover goes through, it could have a huge impact on the managerial situation at Ibrox, with the 49ers reportedly keen on bringing in a manager who can deliver immediate success. Steven Gerrard remains a strong contender for the role. Gerrard's connection to the club is undeniable, and his success in his first spell as manager, where he ended Celtic's dominance in the Scottish Premiership, still resonates with Rangers supporters. The prospect of a Gerrard return has fans buzzing, but there are still many factors at play. One thing is certain: the next managerial appointment will be crucial in shaping the future of Rangers. Whether it's Ferguson staying on as manager, Gerrard returning to the club, or another candidate coming in the decision, will have far-reaching consequences for the team. Rangers need a manager who can bring stability, consistency, and the ability to challenge Celtic once again. With the current squad and potential new signings, the club has the foundations to build something special. But without the right leadership, those foundations could easily crumble under the pressure. Despite the current challenges, there are reasons for optimism at Rangers. The club still has a passionate fan base that will continue to support the team, no matter the circumstances. The recent banner controversy, while concerning, is a reminder of just how much the fans care about the club and its identity. Rangers also have a talented squad with players who are capable of great things. The likes of Raskin, Desna, and others have shown they can compete at the highest level. And with the right changes and reinforcements, Rangers can be a force to be reckoned with in the years to come. In the meantime, Rangers will continue to navigate through a season that has been full of ups and downs. The final stretch of the season will be key in determining the club's future direction. With the league title all but out of reach, the focus will shift to finishing the season strongly, ensuring a solid foundation for the next campaign. The battle for the managerial position will also be a major storyline, with fans eagerly awaiting news on who will be leading the team into the future. As Rangers look ahead, one thing is for certain, the road to the top will be long and difficult, but with the right decisions and leadership, they can get back to challenging for glory. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. In a dramatic development that's set to reshape the Scottish football landscape, Rangers Football Club has been acquired by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, already known as the owner of Premier League side Newcastle United. The unexpected move has sparked a wave of debate, excitement, and controversy across Scotland and beyond, as one of the country's most historic football clubs now finds itself at the heart of the global football money machine. The acquisition, announced earlier today, signals a bold new era for Rangers, whose rich history includes 55 Scottish League titles and fierce rivalry with Celtic in the world-famous Old Firm derby. The deal, reportedly orchestrated through the Saudi Public Investment Fund, PIF, mirrors the strategy used in the 2021 takeover of Newcastle, which has since seen significant investment, a resurgence in performance, and a renewed global profile. The same ambitions now appear to be aimed at Ibrox. For Rangers supporters, the news has landed with mixed feelings. While some celebrate the promise of major financial investment, top-tier signings, and the potential to dominate not only the SPFL but also make a deeper impact in European competitions, others raise concerns about the club's identity, traditions, and the human rights record associated with Saudi leadership. Questions around sports washing have resurfaced, and critics argue that Scottish football must not become a tool for political rebranding. From a footballing perspective, the implications are massive. If bin Salman's influence follows a similar pattern to his ownership at Newcastle, Rangers could soon find themselves attracting international stars and challenging Europe's elite. This, in turn, could raise the overall level of Scottish football, drawing more attention, broadcasting revenue, and potentially revitalizing the league's global standing. Still, the move also raises governance issues within UEFA and the SPFL, particularly around multi-club ownership rules and the competitive integrity of European tournaments. With both Newcastle and Rangers now backed by the same ownership, scrutiny from regulatory bodies is expected. One thing is certain, the face of Scottish football has changed overnight. With Mohammed bin Salman now at the helm, Rangers are entering a new chapter, one fueled by extraordinary wealth, bold ambition, and the high stakes of global sport. Whether this marks the beginning of a golden era or the erosion of tradition remains to be seen. The eyes of the footballing world will be fixed firmly on Ibrox greetings, though. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.